With that new ceasefire agreement, Ukrainian refugees are traveling along humanitarian corridors. Many are heading to Lviv in western Ukraine, and our Matt Gutman joins me live now from the train station there. Matt, what's the scene like there, and what happens once these people arrive?
Diane, we've been talking to you for days from the train station on and off. You've seen something that we haven't seen very much of. These are troops actually heading to the eastern front beyond Kyiv right now. We haven't seen many deployments, but this is the start of it. Also, we've shown you these scenes of absolute chaos here. There are many fewer refugees here. Some of the trains are still stuck on the tracks. They've also opened up a second train station in Lviv to try to handle the influx of all these refugees. The mayor here is saying every major building and facility in the city is now housing refugees, well over 200,000 here. He's not sure how much more they can cope with. Anecdotally, you asked about the refugees in the corridors. We're hearing that some of those trains are still stuck on the tracks in Kyiv, especially that train coming from war-battered Sumy. There was allegedly firing over or near the railway, so they stopped it. This train is now like 7 hours delayed. Hopefully it does get here to Lviv and safety, but obviously all those passengers aboard are going to be exhausted. In most of these trains, Diane, we've talked about it, it's standing room only.
And Matt, what can you tell us about this ceasefire agreement? It's supposed to last 12 hours. How are things going so far? What do we know?
They seem to be going pretty well as far as they've gone before. Remember, in Mariupol, the ceasefires collapsed within minutes, and all those thousands of civilians trying to flee Mariupol were blocked from leaving. President Zelensky got on social media just telling people to go back home, get back in your bomb shelters. It seems it's more effective today. It seems the Russians are taking it a little bit more seriously, but we are hearing anecdotally piecemeal information about some of these corridors seeing some fighting or having fighting nearby. Again, it's too early in the day to be able to tell fully the result of this, but clearly there's a massive need for civilians to get out of those areas farther in the east, the cities we've been hearing about, east of Kyiv, Sumy, obviously Mariupol, and places like Irpin, where Ian was. People are desperate to get out.
And Matt, so many of the images we've seen of these refugees are parents, predominantly mothers with their children. But I know you visited an orphanage. So what happens to the kids who don't have a parent to get them out right now?
There are active missions going on right now, Diane, to try to rescue them from these hard-hit cities. We've been to 2 orphanages so far over the past 24 hours or so. One of them just a couple hours ago, and there were 85 kids there from Donetsk. That's like the epicenter of the front line that has seen so much of the fighting. And the social workers there were telling us that these kids are like 3 times traumatized, right? They're traumatized just from becoming orphans. Either their parents have died or they've been given over to the state institutions. Then they've been moved and they saw war, and now they're in a new place, possibly going to Poland. These kids need as much help as they can get. They're asking for donations from foreign institutions and organizations as well. Diane.
Right. Matt Gutman for us in Lviv, Ukraine. Thanks, Matt.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.